Thank you, babe. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are making homemade pizza. Please stay tuned. This is our favorite as a family. We love pizza, but we don't make it all the time. So I thought today I would show you how I make it at home and enjoy the video. Thank you. To start with, we are going to make our poolish or pre-ferment. This is when you take the flour, yeast, honey, and water, mix it together, and put it on the counter for 1 hour, and then put it in the fridge overnight until the next day when you need to make your pizza. This is very, very important to do because your pizza is going to be light and fluffy and crunchy, everything that you want it to be. It's going to be very Italian. So mix your honey and your water together and then pour it inside the flour. I use the Italian flour, the 00, but you can also use the bread flour or the cake flour, but this for me is #1. You just mix it with a spatula and cover it with cling wrap and set your timer for 1 hour. After 1 hour, place it in the fridge. If you want the best pizza, do not skip this step. Now we're just gonna cover it with cling wrap. Look at that. Now this is the next day. We have our water, so it doesn't need a lot of ingredients. The pizza base. Less is more when it comes to pizza. There's our poolish. Look at all those bubbles. Look at that. Looks like a cheese, sort of. We're just going to mix it with the water. So for the actual pizza, we need the water, all of the poolish that we made the previous day, flour, and salt. That is it. We didn't use the mixer for the pizza because I wanted all those bubbles in the pizza, and by working it with my hands, it released a lot of bubbles than if you were just using a mixer, but you can also use a mixer. Just mix until the water and the poolish is combined. Then we add our salt. April wanted to do it, but you can also just do it yourself. Now we add our 00 flour, 1250 grams. You must just be careful when you're pouring because the flour just runs everywhere. Maybe you might need to wear a mask for this process. You need muscle for this job, so you need to get helpers, get volunteers. They'll enjoy it more when they have helped you. Then we just add the rest of the flour, mix it together, and then we just knead it. I don't know if this is called kneading, but yeah. Now I just take it out of the bowl and knead it a bit more. Now we're just going to cover it for 15 minutes just to relax the gluten before we continue the kneading process. You need olive oil. It helps it to be nice and crunchy later on when you're making it, and also it helps it not to stick too much. It does stick a lot, but the oil just helps you. So when you're folding it by hand like this, you're putting air inside the dough, and that helps it to puff up when you're making it. And it's got this beautiful bubbles, these like holes when you bite into it or you cut into it. And you need a lot of flour because it becomes very, very sticky, as you can see there. Just lift it. I'm just doing this to add some air inside of the dough, and then just fold it in itself. All these steps are very important, but they're also easy. They are not difficult at all. So with this dough you can make 8 small pizzas, 8 to 10 small pizzas, or you can just make 6 big ones. There's some olive oil to help you to be able to carry it. We need some oil for the bowl as well, so that it's easy to take it out a bit later on. You don't need to put a lot of oil though. Look at this, because after 1 hour, you will see the difference. Now we just let it rest on the counter for 1 hour. We've got some semolina and flour on this side. Look at that. This is after 1 hour of just sitting on the counter. We need some olive oil so that we can take it out. It's easier when your hands have got olive oil, then you can just lift it out and put it on the counter. It doesn't stick to your hand. Now we just fold it into itself, and you can see the difference already. It's gorgeous, looks beautiful, like a bean bag. I love this technique of folding it into itself like this. It just helps with the amount of bubbles. Even when I'm making sourdough bread, I also do it like this. And my bread always comes out with these big bubbles inside, and it's gorgeous. It's sexy. Now we're just cutting this into 6. As I mentioned, you can also cut into 8, even into 10 if you're making very small pizzas. Not very small, but medium, I guess. I went to Westpac to go buy 3 boxes of pizza. They said they don't sell a box, 1 box. They sell like 50 boxes or something like that. So I just bought 50. So now when I make pizza and I'm giving somebody, I give them in a box. And it looks so pretty. Now we just continue the folding process, and then we're going to let these rest also for 2 hours. It really seems like a lot of work, but it's not, because the time that is resting is you doing something else, so you're not sitting waiting for it. So by the time supper time comes, it is ready to go. So now I leave it for 2 hours, as I mentioned. So when it gets to the first hour, I then switch on my oven and put the pizza stone in the oven to the highest temperature that you have. So mine is 250, and then it says max on top of 250. That's what I use. And then just leave the pizza stone there, because by the time I put my pizzas, they are in and out so quickly. Now we're just putting some oil on top of the bowl, because when you put the cling wrap, it will help it not to stick to the cling wrap. You don't need to put a lot, just a little bit. But you can already see the bubbles. So gorgeous. I absolutely love making pizza. I recently learned how to do it. And the pizzas, my favorite pizza is the 4 cheeses or quattro formaggi. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but that is my favorite all-time pizza. So there's this restaurant that we used to go to, an Italian restaurant, and this is what we always ordered. So when lockdown happened, I decided to try it, and oh my goodness, it came out so well. While that one is rising for 2 hours, we're going to make our marinara sauce or our pizza sauce. We start with our grated onion and switch off the stove, because yeah, it flies. It flies all over the place. So you need to make sure that you heat your oil and then switch it off and then add the onions. It's safer that way. Thank goodness April was not walking around. Some garlic, some basil, some Italian herbs or Italian seasoning, some oregano, some salt and pepper, some onion powder, butter. You don't need to melt the butter. It was just in the freezer, so I thought it was gonna take too long. So I put it in the microwave, but then it stayed in the microwave too long. There's some tomato puree, so you can also just grate tomatoes and have like a packet of tomato paste with your grated tomatoes if you do not have tomato puree. And you just cook it together. Add some sugar. This is very important because tomatoes, the acidity level on the tomatoes is a bit high, so you need the sugar. If you can't have sugar, maybe try honey or another sweetener, but you need to put it, because the tomatoes, they're actually bitter if you just don't put anything to break down the acidity levels. And just let it simmer. And then lastly, you put the parmesan. So the whole process of the marinara sauce is, let's say, 20 minutes, because 5 minutes to get everything together. And then lastly, you put the parmesan and then just let it simmer for further 15 minutes on a very low heat. So also you can add some water to this sauce if it's too thick. So just add some water and then let it simmer for 15 minutes. That's what I did, but I forgot to show that part when I added the water. It should look a bit darker and rich like this, and the oil should be on top. Then you see that it's ready. Now we're going to make our pork. We had made pork the previous night, so I decided to just marinate it with some Asian ingredients like soy sauce, the sweet soy sauce, the Chinese 5 spice, the oyster sauce, all those different yummy goodness, sesame oil, and I just marinated in the fridge overnight and cut it into small pieces. That's what I use for the pizza with some onion. You can put chicken also here. You can marinate your chicken and then use it like that. But I already had the pork and I couldn't let it go to waste, so that's why I used it. There's our Chinese 5 spice again. I absolutely love this because the flavors that it brings into your food, it is so good. And you don't have to put a lot. Less is more with this as well. Just fry it, but not until it's ready because it's just gonna finish in the oven with the pizza. And also when you marinate your meat, then it cooks quickly. So I'm a big believer in marinating. And this Jack Daniel barbecue sauce, oh, it is really good. So you can invest in that, or you can just make your own barbecue sauce. I know there's recipes for that. Maybe I'll make my own barbecue sauce one of the days and show you guys how to do it. After 2 hours, look what they look like. They have doubled in size. So we started with April's pizza because, yeah, she was asking for this pizza every 5 seconds. Is the pizza ready? Is the pizza ready? The reason hers was different is because she is very specific. Also, the 00 flour makes it so easy to handle. It's elastic and it doesn't just break. The dough doesn't just break. What do you want on your pizza? Do you want mushrooms?
No.
Okay.
I want cheese. I want cheese, Mama.
Okay. Okay, do you want this cheese also?
Not for this one.
Okay, so let's put. But you want to make a face, baby. Don't just throw. How do you make a face? She wanted to make an emoji pizza, but it was not working. But I let her just do her own thing because it was her pizza at the end of the day. And if I let her do the small one, then she doesn't want to help me with the big ones. She's done. She's sitting, eating, enjoying her own. Then I can get to do the other pizzas without her. What is it called? Non-solicited help. Big words in English, but yes. Then she can sit down and then I can just finish what I'm doing. She also wanted these Viennas, the chicken Viennas. She doesn't like mushrooms. She doesn't like a lot of things that were on our pizzas. And she finished this whole pizza. Granted, it was 2 days. She finished it the next day, but still she finished it. So excited. Thank you, baby. Now on to our pizzas. So the one pizza that I made, the first one, this one, it was the 4 cheeses or the quattro formaggi. So what I do is when you finish rolling it like this, you put your marinara sauce and put it in the preheated oven for 5 minutes. Then your your base has already started baking, so it's not heavy. You never have like a doughy pizza because you've already started the process with that. And then now you add the rest of your toppings, and then you bake for further 5 minutes, and your pizza is nice and crunchy and gorgeous and fluffy, and the crust is beautiful. So do it like that. Put the marinara sauce, put it in the oven, and then bring it back. Put the rest of the toppings. I promise you will thank me for this. And please, if you try it, let me know in the comments below what you think. I'm also gonna add my Instagram. If you want to let me know there, you can also do so. I'm very active in the comments, so you can just send a message and let me know what you think. And if you have any questions also, please leave them in the comments below. I absolutely love gorgonzola. So my brother always says to me, why? Just use parmesan. So when he comes to South Africa, I am going to make this for him. And then he is going to be converted. He is a chef, but he does not like gorgonzola. I understand the smell is quite strong, but it's very good. Yes, look at the transition. How gorgeous was that though? I could watch that the whole day. Now we're making our second pizza. This one I call it the anything goes toppings, because I literally just put everything that I found in my kitchen, in my fridge. I just put. So it's not a specific pizza. It doesn't have a name to say it's a pork pizza or what pizza. It's just anything that I have in the kitchen I use. So you can also do the same thing. You can use anything. You can use chicken, you can use wors. If you want, you can use anything. Just put it on your pizza. It's your pizza. Why should somebody else tell you what to put on your pizza? It's yours. It doesn't have to have a name. It can just be amazing pizza, whatever. We just put our marinara, and then we're gonna put it in the oven like we did with the first one. And then bring it back for the rest of the toppings. I made a lot of pizzas this day, and I shared them. And I also made for my husband. It was the one with the cauliflower base. I'm going to do a video on that soon. And if you do not want to use this pizza, the flour dough, you can just use the cauliflower base to make it. And he said it was very good. I don't like it that much because I'm currently not doing anything healthy. So I think when you are in that healthy mindset, then it's easier to enjoy things like that. But for me, I just enjoyed my double zero pizza, and it was really good. It was lovely. Some mushrooms, some pork, some olives. As I said, anything that you want to put on your pizza, put it. It's your pizza. Pepper juice, put them. I buy this from when I'm making snacks with crackers. Then I just assemble with these things. So I thought, hey, let's try it on a pizza and see. And we enjoyed it. Some onion marmalade. This is optional, but it was there, so I used it. More mozzarella, because why not? It's your pizza. Put some more mozzarella. Put it. Have fun. It's your kitchen. Enjoy yourself. That's why this channel is Enjoy Cooking with Joy, because we just have so much fun here. There are no unnecessary rules. You just do what you want to do and enjoy it in the process. As long as you're having fun making delicious food, do it. Look at the babies. How gorgeous. How gorgeous. Anything goes, plus the 4 cheese pizzas. Yes. This was so much fun. I had so much fun making these pizzas. Please try them. I promise you, you will love them. And you will be making pizzas every weekend for your family and your friends. Some parmesan, obviously, because why not? This is a debate. A lot of people say, why put avocado on the pizza? I say, why not? It's my pizza. I love avocado. Let me do it. Let me do it. Let me have fun. Please, please try it. I promise you, you're going to love it. As you saw, there was no fancy equipment. I used my hands to make this pizza. My hands. You can use your own hands. And if you don't have a pizza stone, you can use the baking tray. Even Pavarotti was excited there when I started cutting. This cutter was not working. It was like I was cutting with a plastic knife. But it's okay. Thank you so much for spending time with me during my pizza making session today. Please, if you try it, let me know how it comes out. See you in the next video. So good. If you enjoyed this video, please try it and let me know what you think. It looks like a lot of work, but actually it is not. So it's not a takeaway, it's a homemade pizza. Enjoy it with your family and friends, and also please share this video. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share with your family and friends. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon in the next video. Bye.